tired to fall asleep.
Alrighty, folks. Welcome to your grand final of Future Stars, run by UK Dota. I'm here today with Maccy, who is not going to be able to talk because I haven't unmuted and undeafened on Mumble. But hi, Maccy, how you doing?
Hello. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. So, the story of these teams right now, it's HUHU GRAOR versus uWe. HUHU GRAOR came through from the winners bracket, which means that they got the one-game advantage. They actually beat uWe in a very surprising Spectre carry with Void support. It was fairly weird. But yeah, HUHU GRAOR, also known as Enigma in this game for some reason, they're going to be against uWe. uWe went... obviously dropped down to the lower bracket finals after losing to HUHU GRAOR originally, but then they went off to face Dench, who travelled all the way through the lower brackets and unfortunately threw it away, because it was Dench's game to win as well. But here we are, we're in the grand finals, we're waiting for Fang to load up, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that both these teams were right through the winners bracket all the way up until they faced each other, so like both of them have pretty much the same amount of wins all the way through the tournament.
Yep. Poor Dench. Yeah, but I'm very hyped for this game. Who do you think favours this one?
I don't know. I mean, uWe are a really solid team. We've seen them in all the UK Dota tournaments. So, like normally, I'd say them. But Steven's picks are so out of left field in some of the games he's been playing in. It might completely throw them. Like you can guarantee we're going to see some interesting strategies coming out from them. So, I don't know what to think. I think it's very even. Very
much so. Steven's already messaged me today saying he's got some interesting things to draft, but it looks like we're actually going to remake because Fang failed.
It's GG for game one.
Yep, so uWe will make it 1-1, apparently. So yeah, we'll just wait for us to get ready to go again.
How do I get out of the game? There we go.
So yeah, we're just gonna wait for Pain to load himself up, or Fang even, not Pain. He's still on the red square. Good start to the grand finals, eh?
Yeah, off to a great start. It's always the important games where the technical stuff cuts in. I'm really hoping that my computer's not going to crash. I've had it happen again this week, so I've turned all my graphics settings to low. Like Dota now looks like Warcraft 3. I hope it's going to be okay.
Well, we're just waiting for Fang to get themselves in. But what do you think Steven's going to draft? Like, do you have any idea what kind of pocket strat he's going to run? I know they've already ran a Sniper as a carry once. They've ran a Spectre as a carry. They've ran Void as off lane. What wacky shit do you think they're going to come out with?
Well, I did message him on Twitter saying it has to be Meepo, and he did say no, which I'm sad about. But I don't know. I mean, what haven't we seen in a while? It was him that ran Huskar, wasn't it? And
yeah, Huskar as well.
Huskar as well, which was just way out there. It's a shame Timbersaw's still not in captain's mode, is he?
And it's a good job of playing.
To see that.
How am I meant to say it? How am I meant to say it? I keep calling him Susie, but I don't think he likes it. It's pronounced as Seuss. Oh, Susei. Okay. Susei. So it's not Susie. The guy is not Susie. It's Susei. What is going on with Fang's computer right now? Who knows? I do not have terrible humour, Doki, by the way.
Oh no.
Susie.
You've ruined Susie's reputation. Now everyone's going to be calling him Susie. He's going to have to change his name to something awesome instead.
Everyone is calling me a lady. Yeah, so, Susei. That just sounds weird. I want to call him Susie. But, you know, yeah. I thought it might have been a girl originally. with a name like Susie, but hey, who knows? Well, when the 5 of them went down to Dota Talk, we knew that he wasn't Susie. This is nice, awkward, waiting for teams to load the conversation we've got going on. Call him Zeus. I might call him Zeus.
Zeus. Zeus works.
That'll definitely make him manlier. But now, hopefully, Fang loads. We will
Come
see.
on, Fang. You can do it. I believe in you.
Otherwise, we sit here for 90 seconds feeling awkward, waiting for the draft to start.
I'll have to ask you about how your day went or something. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Come on, Fang. Come on.
I'm not used to this at all. Like, I'm not used to the games not actually loading and just sitting here feeling awkward for a while. But yeah. Shout out to Susie from uWe. Yeah. Wait! It's connected. Let's see if he actually loads
Come
them.
on. He's got a minute to load now. You can do this. Yeah.
I can't believe I was calling him Susie. But yep, we're gonna get ourselves into that's the wrong scene. We're gonna get ourselves into the draft now. I'm gonna call him Team Enigma for a second then, but HUHU GRAOR are gonna have the first ban as well as the first pick. They're gonna ban out the Undying. It's gonna be followed up with uWe's Batrider. So it's the pretty standard stuff right now.
Yeah, I think this game's probably the most important. Well, I guess it is the most important game of the whole tournament. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw slightly more serious bans for the first few.
And again, if you didn't already know, I have already mentioned this, but HUHU GRAOR, aka Team Enigma, they're going to have a 1-game advantage on coming from the upper bracket, so it's do or die for uWe in this game. If they don't take this first map, then HUHU GRAOR are going to take the entire tournament.
Yeah, all tense now.
Pressure's
Into
definitely on
reserve
for
time
uWe.
already.
No surprises
you'll be
there.
happy with that, Rabbit.
Yeah. And a Magnus. Yep, no surprise coming out from the bans, which means that the first pick, Coddle, is not going to go to Stephen, as we expected it to. But no, it's Shadow Demon. Interesting.
See, now, I'm wondering if that's a big part of this, some kind of strategy, if they're now going to pick, like, Leshrac, Lena and Kunkka to go along with Shadow Demon, or I don't know.
But uWe showing their hands very early here. They're instantly saying, look at this, we've got a lone druid. What are you going to do? Yeah,
straight off. And Keep of the Light as well. They work together really well. If you get a lucky entangle, that'll give you the time to land a big illuminate. So it's a good first couple of picks, but it gives away, like, I mean, you can pretty much assume that Lone Druid's going to be solo, so kind of gives away what they're doing a little bit.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep, definitely needs that early level 7. Get that level 4 bear up and ready.
5 seconds remaining.
Start getting that level of farm that you need. I expect that will be played by Iron as well, and if it is, then we can see a very efficient farmer coming out from the Lone Druid. But HUHU GRAOR are going to pick up the Kunkka here. So instantly,
Love this combo.
yeah, whether they're going to put that in the solo mid as a dual lane is still to be known, but they could well do it. They could also put it on
That'd
the
be
sides, of course.
huge. Pick Leshrac up as well.
Right, you've got
That'd
someone
be,
like... Okay.
Oh, Clockwork, nice. I like seeing Clockwork.
Clockwork's one of those heroes that you don't see often, but when he's picked up, he generally does really well. Unless he's played by me in pubs, in which case he feeds horribly, because he's one of my least favourite heroes to actually play. I don't know why it is, though. I just don't get on with him. But Clockwork will be the pickup for HUHU GRAOR, and it's followed up with the Nature's Prophet from uWe. Not a hero we've seen this tournament yet, actually, in the games that we cast. Wasn't banned, wasn't picked, and I remember the days where he used to be such a popular pick just because of his map control, but not anymore. But hey, uWe are bringing it out in this game.
Yeah, he was one of the biggest picks of all of 2012, but he's kind of faded out now.
Dire team.
When more heroes came into the pool like Lycan, he got first pick material, and of course the changes to Lycan meant it all changed from there. But we're going to see Anti-Mage as well as Lifestealer banned out by HUHU, and it's going to be followed up with Disruptor TA by uWe.
Yeah, I mean, both pretty decent picks with Kunkka and Disruptor give you a lot of crowd control, like moving people around the map. So seems like a support hero that could work really well with him. And TA, of course, he was still missing their mid, so a pretty typical one. A Lycan ban's very interesting at this point in the game.
I'm not sure where uWe would be able to run that, really. But it could be... I don't know. It's definitely possible. I mean, I was checking out the what was it, the Empire and RV game while I was doing my washing up before this game started, and I actually ran a like an off lane versus a solo Nature's Prophet, and that was played by Puppy, and he got destroyed really. But the howl was for the global damage presence, and that's the only reason I had the pick alongside with the Clinks. But yeah, Lycan is banned out by HUHU and Darkseer by uWe, which is shocking.
Darkseer getting through to last ban is really unusual, but then I guess I'm expecting to see Lone Druid solo, and I'm pretty much expecting to see Clockwork solo. I think Clockwork is pretty strong against Lone Druid, so...
Darkseer is actually a fantastic ban by them as well, because you can imagine Clockwork getting his cogs down and then everyone gets vacuumed into him. It'd be an absolute disaster for uWe.
Oh, that really would be. That'd be a huge combo. And then the boat on top of it.
Right. But here comes Stephen's last two picks. Show us what you've got, Stephen. Warlock, right? He's been known to be OP at the moment, apparently, because of the way they changed his golem. Hit him properly now. And uWe are going to pick up the Leshrac to hopefully try and get rid of that golem, maybe. But Warlock is fantastic now. His golem hits properly, and he hits like an absolute truck. And, of course, having that mini stun as well on top of it is huge, especially with that AoE. It's enormous.
Doki's saying we're going to see a jungle Kotl with an alchemist in the game.
Might be jungle Kotl. Well, it'd only be jungle Kotl if they've been watching me, as Doki would know. Big shout out to him.
Yeah, have you been playing that lately?
Jungle Kotl, 2 games, won them both, got really farmed. It's good.
Very nice.
Slowest level 2 in the world. But yeah, so Stephen's last pick. It's going to be something unusual. I'm expecting something. I wouldn't expect a normal. Like, at the moment, they could have Clockwork mid with the tri-laning Kunkka, Shadow Demon, and Warlock, which means they could have a very weird offlaner like a Faceless Void who builds a mechanism first. But who knows? It could be anything at this point.
Yeah, I can't possibly predict anything. I don't even. Skeleton King gets picked up. I wouldn't even guess which sort of role they were looking to pick. Now I'm completely thrown. But Skeleton King is really unusual to see. I don't know. Skeleton King and Kunkka on a team together is a little bit strange anyway.
Yeah.
You sound kind of defeated there, Rabbit.
I don't know what to say, in all honesty.
Shadow Shaman does seem like a sensible pickup. I can talk about that one a little bit.
Oh yeah, the Rasta's fine. Like, we don't even have to think about the Rasta. But whoever you do, HUHU GRAOR are going to lane this. We have Pain playing the Kunkka, Weasel Muffin on the Shadow Demon. The question is, are they going to dual lane mid? Are they going to put the Clockwork in the middle? Are they going to run a 2-1-2 and have Warlock SK in another lane? You never know what can happen at this point. But we're just waiting for the heroes to get picked up by the players, and we will see exactly how they want to lane this. uWe have got a pretty standard draft going, actually. Nepali Jesus has picked up the Rasta, so this is going to be a really old strategy we used to see with Shadow Shaman going in the mid lane. Used to be so powerful before heroes like Magnus were brought out, when he just got shut down so easily. But again, the problem with Shadow Shaman is that he's very easy to gank. And he's also not got the highest hit pool in the world. But we are going to get ourselves into the game. Going to have a pause as well. And I'm going to quickly go over HUHU's team. We have Plane going up on the Kunkka. Dax is going to be playing on the Clockwork. Stephen 11 is going to be playing Warlock. And I've noticed that he keeps picking heroes that he's bought new sets for.
That's his strat.
That's his strat. We're going to get the sets and just go with that. Weasel Muffin's going to be playing on the Shadow Demon. And finally Fang will be playing on the Skeleton King.
Over on uWe, I can't talk tonight. We got Nepali playing on the Shadow Shaman, Ion playing on the Lone Druid, Betchu KS is on the Nature's Prophet, Suze is on the Keeper of the Light, Zeus is on Keeper of the Light, and Koyakai is on the Leshrac.
Susie's playing Cuddle. But yeah, oh god, don't. Steven's mid. He's actually got double mantle. This is a mid lane Warlock we're seeing against a mid lane Rasta.
Right.
Oh, what are they doing?
Battle of the level 6s there.
So this is either a support SK or a... Well, it can't be Woods SK because he hasn't got Vampiric Aura. So it's going to be support Skeleton King. Unless it's supporting with Kunkka. Who knows at this point? In fact, Kunkka's got a smoke that he bought himself. It's going to be...
Kunkka's got a real support build. Like, that's really strange. But he's definitely got the capacity to start farming up later in the game and still be quite effective. So I can sort of see it working. But you know, I've come to the conclusion that anything Stephen does, he knows what he's doing. He's probably tested it out, and I'm sure he knows it'll work.
I personally think he's a moron, but whatever. Let's pick the heroes that we have sets for. I noticed he played Sniper in a game the other day as well. In I think it was one of the upper bracket games that were in. Well, it had to be because they were only in the upper brackets. But yeah, he had the set for Sniper, so who knows. But yep, it's going to be Warlock mid. I'm very interested to see how this lane's going to go, especially versus the Shadow Shaman, who farms very easily. And look at this eco build for Shadow Shaman as well. He's got one branch with consumables. So he's looking to get that early bottle.
Thanks, Ion, for drawing our names on the map. That's really cute.
And this is going to be a roaming combo. They're going to set it up with Disruption, follow it up with the Torrent, which is the buff already skilled, and try and get some easy kills that way. And leave Skeleton King to farm on his own. In fact, Nature's Prophet, Betty KS isn't even in the bottom lane. He's gone straight into the jungle. So this is going to be a complete free farming Fang on the Skeleton King. And we see our first rotation come around. You see the line where they're going to actually go, even though we wanted to call it. There goes the smoke. I'm going to walk all the way around the river. Probably meet up with Betty KS on the way, who's got 8 tangos, by the way. Interestingly enough. And this is actually a really risky way for them to walk, because Kuya K can easily rotate downwards, especially if they walk into Betty KS as well, who is probably going to go to the easy camp in a second. So they might not, but they are walking past the ward. Obviously, the smoke's not going to help them not be spotted, and the party's under his tower right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they aren't going straight for the jungle. I mean, they'll have noticed by now that Nature's Prophet isn't in lane, so it's definitely something they could aim for. But I think they're really keen to get this Shadow Shaman
Disruption.
behind.
Torrent's going to follow. It's a definite hit. Rocky's going to come in as well from Clockwork. Perfectly timed. And first blood going away as Steven. And what an easy kill it is for them. Especially timing the time that with a Clockwork Rocket Flare immediately. And I mean, not immediately, sorry, perfectly. And it was, as you said, well executed. And first blood goes away as Steven. 850 gold on him. Yeah,
so this, I think, is going to be how this strategy is going to go. These two are just going to make sure that every lane is unsafe all the time, and that's what this combo can do with the Disruption followed up by that Torrent.
I don't know. Betcha KS is going to get some farm. They should be a little bit worried about Fang right now, because he's going to get complete free farm. As you see, he's on 10 for 3 at the moment, beating the Lone Druid does an 8 for 5. He's also getting free farm. There's not much Clockwork can do about it though. Indeed.
I mean, what they're going to work really hard to do here, I think, is keep Shadow Shaman from getting to level 6 for as long as they possibly can. If they keep ganking him, he's so weak and he's so vulnerable to that. They'll end up with the Warlock ultimate, this big fat golem very early on, and they won't have the ward trap to counter it, so it's going to give them the lead.
The party's very wise to stay back here. There was obviously a ward watching Weasel Muffin pick up that in this room, so he's pretty certain that he's Weasel's standing mid right now. And as you can see, he's just sitting back at his tower. He did manage to buy his bottle before he went down in the mid lane as well to the first blood.
That's something for him. And yeah, he's playing very sensibly here. If he can manage to soak up some of this experience and keep getting those levels, he'll do alright.
The Invis rune's about to run out. So Weasel's going to have to back off now. And there goes the ping by the parley. Probably said to his team he was here the entire time. And then Clockwork, he's actually managed to hit up to level 2. He's going to get a blast in the face if he's not careful though. But to just back off, and here comes the pushing pair of Lashrak. Okay, he's got level 1 in that, level 2 in the Edict, sorry. So he's easily able to push this tower, especially with the Lone Druid Bear.
Yeah, Clockwork's not very well set up to defend against this tri-lane. He's going to suffer here.
Nope. But we might see the collateral coming in bottom lane. Pain, he's just popped level 2, and I think that's why he actually wanted to. Ooh, he's got X marks. But yeah, that's why he wanted to come into the lane for a second. He hits level 2, and now they're going to be able to rotate and gank again by the looks of things. Meanwhile, this top tower is still going down. We've even got the Nature's Prophet trees coming in here. As the bear nearly died. And a bit of death for the tower.
uWe's lineup is really built for pushing, and they need to capitalise on that.
They don't want to let the Skeleton King get farm. Or the Warlock for that matter. In fact, a Warlock with farm could be an absolutely terrifying thing. And you can see Steven right now, he didn't buy bottle, he didn't buy boots, he's sitting on 1900 gold. Hasn't decided to buy anything up yet.
Haste.
And he's level... He's got level 3 Shadow Word and 2 points in stats. Choosing not to get all people, not to get bonds.
this is a really old build. I think it dates way back to old Dota 1, where you just use Warlock for healing, and just level up his stats. But I think missing out on the Fatal Bonds is a bit of a mistake these days. But then I guess if you're in mid, it's not so useful yet. Hand of Midas on Warlock now.
So that's what he was saving his gold for. And Midas flown in, but at the same time, tier 2 Terror in top lane. It's going down. Daxter, he's managed to get level 4 just because of this, nearly 5. But they're going to lose 2 towers, and that's a lot of map control.
Yeah, that's incredible. 5 minutes into the game.
And now we see Conqueror at the bottom lane. He's just stacking and pulling. Still only level 2. We finally have Weasel Muffin rotating up here, but the tower's already gone, and uWe going to back off. So now Weasel is pretty much wasting his time at this point. And they've got to be careful with his courier who's flying. Actually, I think he's just flying towards Steven. Yep, it's got his boots as well. There's a TP for Weasel on there. So we have a quick pause coming out from Pain. And in fact, you can see just by the farm alone that the SK's had a nice time in this bottom lane. He's got level 6 now. He's got level 3 up in the Hellfire Blast and 1 in Reincarnation. Put the rest in stats as well, but of course he doesn't want to push the lane with Vamp or Crit. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he's probably going for a Midas as well, I guess. Gloves of Haste already up, and 1,200 in the bank.
So we've always seen a double Midas strat. But what's Warlock going to do with his gold? You say this is an old build where you use him for healing and the ulti, but like, is he going to get an Aghanim, try and get a double golem? Is he going to get a fast refresher, try and get double golem with double stun?
If he's going purely for Aghanims, I wonder if it's the Hand of Midas seems like a little bit of a bad idea, because it's quite a lot of money you could have just put straight into getting the Aghanims. I mean, Hand of Midas tends to slow down your first item, right? And because you pay for the Midas, but then your second and third items are going to be a little bit faster. So I'm not quite convinced that's what he's going for, but I'm not really sure what he wants to do with this.
Right click Warlock. Could be.
Well, that's certainly how it's going at the moment. He's got more farm than anyone else on the map.
Very happy, and with that rapier, of course. Can I have a look at his gold per minute right now, if I can find it. Yeah, 429 up on him compared to the 412 of Lone Druid, who I believe Ion did get both of the tower hits, but tower kills, but he's only level 4. He's really struggling for XP. In fact, I think he's beyond Clockwork. Yeah, Clockwork's nearly level 6 now. So, although I managed to get the 2 early towers, the levels are pretty bad for uWe at this point. Although we do have 4 up on the Nature's Prophet, 3 up on the Susei, and 3 up on the Shrek as well.
So yeah, if we look at the graphs at the moment, I mean, it's a little bit early in the game, but we see that HUHU are ahead on experience. They've got that extra kill, but the 2 towers are giving uWe a little bit of a lead at the moment.
But only slight. There's nothing.
It's not going to last for long with 2 Hand of Midases coming out from this team. So
yeah, the farm has been superb coming out from HUHU so far. As you see, 42 and 41 on the SK and Warlock respectively. Weasel Muffin takes a blast in the face in mid lane, and then we see 4 heroes middle. uWe just trying to take all the map control as soon as possible. They don't have the wards yet on Shadow Shaman, who's still only level 5 compared to the level 7 of Steven. But it should still be an easy tower.
Yeah, he's only about halfway to getting level 6 at the moment. He's really struggled getting those levels.
And Steven he's looking for an opportunity to drop his golem.
Yeah, uWe are really banking on the early game now. By taking out those towers, they've actually lost Iron a lot of safe farming space.
Yeah, but he should be fine at the moment. We actually see Daxter rotating middle, and we have a 4-man mid coming here from both teams now. Just leaving SK as well as Andrew to farm their respective lanes. SK did get a Midas, of course, as you said. And he's going to get himself Power Tread soon. And what are we looking on the Bear right now? Bear Midas as well. So we have a triple Midas game coming out. In fact, do we have a 4? Is BetUKS saving up for 1? Let's have a look at the courier right now. Is it going to be a quad Midas? I can't click on it. No, it's going to be a fast mechanism coming out from BetUKS.
Yeah, straight for the mechanism.
But uWe are actually having a hard time pushing his mid lane tower. BetUKS is rotated back to the woods, trying to get some more levels up on him, and the party still no wards up for him either. Sharing that experience with Susei and Koyak.
This is kind of wasted time for both teams at the moment with all these heroes here, but it doesn't matter so much for HUHU. Like, they're kind of waiting for the late game, but every minute that uWe is spending just hanging around in mid with 3 heroes, not gaining a lot of experience, not getting any kills, that's costing them.
Score already 1-0 and we're 9 minutes into the game. In fact, we see a smoke coming out now. Koyak is near bottom. It's joined by an apologies as well, Suse. And I'm going to look for the SK right now, but the SK's not going to be the easiest kill in the world. He has his power treads now, as well as a stout shield, so he's looking pretty tanky at this point. 1100 life points on him. In fact, they're going to return back to mid. I don't know what they're trying to do with this smoke.
I don't think they feel safe. I don't think they can leave mid alone for long enough to get a gank off.
So they're rotating back to the middle. Weasel Muffin's going to be seen, and we actually see the Hex going out on Steven, as well as the Shackles, but there goes the disruption on the Polyjesus. And that's a nice blast coming there from Cortex. Weasel Muffin pretty low, and Daxter, he gets stunned the moment that he throws his hook shot. And now Koyakai, taken out by the Golem. Betty KS, he got caught by the Cox as well, so he's got no mana left. Daxter is going to hit him. The Torrent was a successful hit by the Kunkka. And it's a triple kill going away of Steven. That Golem absolutely destroyed him. The Flaming Fist doing 100 damage with 60% chance. And that's the thing that got fixed. Flaming Fist, he didn't have the correct chance to hit. And anyway, 100 bonus damage with each auto attack they can do. It's absolutely huge, and he managed to pick up 3 kills.
I have a feeling that's going to be first ban next game. uWe making a really big misplay there. Nepali jumped in, but there was not really any support to help him out. And straight away, Weasel Muffin came in with a disruption, and that spelled the end for the 3 of them.
It's a bit unfortunate because if I remember correctly, the Keeper of the Light actually found someone else in the woods and got distracted by him, and then the Shackles went out on Steven, and there was just no follow-up. As you said, disruption was there from Weasel Muffin. uWe did have that high ground ward as well, so I did see there were other people around. Bit strange that Nepali still chose to go on the target they did. But now the wards are here for Nepali, and they might want to try and take this tower once again.
A little bit of a miscommunication maybe, but it was a great counter initiation from HUHU. They were really on the ball and pulled that straight off.
Glyph coming away from HUHU. They have dropped the wards for this one. It looks like this will be the death of the tier 1 tower. In fact, they're managing to push the heroes back, but the wards are still going to take the tower down. In fact, with a cannon there as well, there's nothing that they can do to defend this now. They could have tried to get to the 9, but choosing not to. Steven was just trying to farm those wards instead, and he got himself phase boots now as well. He's still sitting on 2400 gold. This Warlock is so rich. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's had a really, really good early game. Getting this many last hits in mid is pretty impressive.
He's actually sitting on 527 gold per minute.
That's huge at this point in the game.
Even beating the Skeleton King about a 3-5 bottom. And in fact, now comes the rotation bottom by uWe. This is the first time they've actually tried to do something about the Skeleton King. But he should be absolutely fine. He's level 9. Furion's going to TP in. Betty KS is a little bit too far back, and there's nothing they can do to try and stop him. Tower, not quite deniable yet. And in fact, we see the fight happening top lane. Pain. He's popped the Torrent on top of Ion. And now Ion's trying to have to run himself away. Gets a lucky entangle actually on Daxter. And now the disruption's coming out from Weasel Muffin. Soul Catcher not quite hitting. Actually hits on a creep. And the rocket goes on top of it. And Ion, he has to walk away. But Pain is taken so low. And the Torrent doesn't manage to hit, unfortunately. And the Bear's going to pull back as well. So quite a long exchange. And no kills coming out for either team.
Great play by Ion to get away from that.
And we're looking for his gold as well. He's got 1800 gold. He might be going for a relic this game. But himself Tranquil Boots and has Aurora Midas on the Bear. Which is now going to go back to base, of course. And now Steven's just pushing middle. He's got the phase boots. In fact, he's hitting for 120 right now. And he will be going out Academ's build. Point Booster as well as up on him. And he's only 1,000 gold away now. And in fact, bottom lane, 4 heroes still down here for uWe. They managed to push the tier 1 tower. And they're going straight for the tier 2. Wards, they're back off cooldown for Nepali.
HUHU are going to have to do something at this tower to recover from it. If they don't turn up pretty soon, they're going to quite push.
And they got the wards. Well placed as well in the trees. And Steven's not going to want to use his chaotic offering here. He's nearly level 11 and he will want to save it for when he gets there. But he might have to at this point. The trees causing a lot of trouble, but they're timed out then. Another blast going on top of Steven as well. And the wards are just doing so much work, and now Payne's going to have to try and clean them up. But look at the damage to the tower.
I think they will clear them up in time, but yeah, that's that tower's full health when they arrived. So,
and that's nearly the 5th tower taken by uWe. In fact, more trees are going to be spawned here, and they're going to go in again. They want this tower. This is the right time though. We've got Daxter down here. Steven, has he flown in his axe? No. What did fly in then? I think it was something for Daxter actually. Got a cloak on top of him. And now uWe are actually backing off from this. Even though
Cloak's a
Fang-
really good move up against this lineup. The Shadow Shaman, the Keeper of the Light, and the Shrek all do a lot of magic damage.
I almost saw getting a first hit entangle in top lane then, but this Skeleton King is way too tanky at this point in the game. Not until that bear gets some items can he start trying to take him down. And it looks like we will be getting a relic on the bear. 2,600 gold up on Silla at the moment. In fact, coming in bottom lane, the parley throws the Hex on top of Daxter. And Daxter's just going to be able to walk away. Steven, he's looking, he wants to get someone here. The hook shot lands on Betty KS by Daxter there. He's going to get stuck in the cogs. Betty KS has got no chance of TPing out of this one because of the mini-stun coming out from Daxter. And there goes the the golem. It's going to instantly blow up the Nature's Prophet. Daxter actually getting a last hit on that. Look at the golem doing damage to Koyak here. Mega kill coming out for Steven already. And now Coddle, he's got to run himself away. He's actually going to get trapped in by the cogs, and the golem can't punch him. But Suse, he's going to go down as well. Double kill coming out from Daxter. We got another kill for Shadow Demon actually picked up an Apart of Jesus as well, decided to play. But 4 kills coming out for HUHU GRAOR. That golem proving to do a lot of damage as well. And of course Daxter with an amazing hook shot, completely blind on Betty KS.
Yeah, great play by Daxter there. Couple of great cogs, great hook shot. Managed to get just perfect initiation off.
Middle tower is under attack.
And there comes the counter push. Betty KS wants to defend this one. And they're going to have more support as well. Koyak with the level 1 lightning actually. Kind of a weird build he's gone for, Koyak here. It's got 1 in Split Earth, 1 in Lightning and 3 in Edict. So obviously wanting for that push power, but usually we see either 2 in 1 and nothing in the other, or 2 in 1 and nothing in the other when it comes to the Split Earth and Lightning.
Yeah, a little bit, but you can really do a lot of damage with the Edict if you can get the full duration of it off on someone. But they don't particularly have. I guess it could work well with Shadow Shaman. Hold them in place with the shackle and just Edict right the way through. But maybe not as good as having a full spec Split Earth on there.
Steven's got his Aghanims now. Double golem time. Next time he has it up in 70 seconds. And our bottom tower is going to go down now. So they're trading tier 2 for a tier 1 here, which isn't the wisest of trades. In fact, they're not even going to be able to push this just yet. TP support is coming in from Nepali as well as Ion, who walked himself in with a bear. And we see TP coming in from Betty KS as well, very aggressively. He's going to go on the Pain. The boat's coming out from Kunkka. Pain, it doesn't actually hit anyone, but he will give them the damage reduction that they do want. Shackle's going to come out from Nepali as well. And look at the damage reduction from Kunkka. That torrent, but here he's going to catch up with him. In fact, the heal on top of it, this is showing the pair of Steven's drafting here, the combination. And there goes the Hex, and the boat's still ticking on him. The Rockets, lightning going to come out from Koyak. But yeah, even though the boat halts the damage that you take for a brief time, it obviously catches up with you, but it can't kill you. And that's the pair of the Warlock heal coming on top of the damage amplifying on itself. I don't even know the correct words to use right now. But the bear is on his way to buy his relic.
Yeah, Broadsword and Claymore finished up for Fang now.
Yeah, I just saw that as well. So we will be having a Battle of Fury Skeleton King soon.
It's going to give him a lot of farm.
But is he going to have the space to get this farm? Because as you see now, uWe, they're going for the final tier 2 tower on HUHU's side. And I really don't think they can stop the push at the moment. Do they have the golem back up? It's a key question. They do, and it's 2 golems as well, don't forget. They got a Mass Serpent wards up from the Shadow Shaman. Level 1 still up in them, unfortunately. So although he's playing solo mid, he's only level 7. Hook shot actually hits on him by Daxter, and he's was going to get cocked, but then he got hexed immediately. But that is a very fast step, and there goes the double golems as well. And look at that Coddle just melt. And now Koyak's going to have to run away as well. Here comes the X mark. Oh, that damage. It's crazy. And then there's a bear here. Doesn't quite have a radius, but Ion's around. And the bear's just going to get stunned up and killed off. And he doesn't have a bear for 15 seconds. He's going to have to just try and run himself away. And he's going to try and TP out now. Disruption coming out from Weasel Muffins. This will be a free kill on him. There's not much you can do. The Cog's actually pushing him out. But there goes the perch from Weasel Muffins. So this will be the death of Iron. And nearly a full team wipe. And there's double golems as well as Fang. They're just pushing his middle tower. And it's very easy taking him down by them.
So really Ion's the only person who can stand up to the amount of damage that HUHU are putting out. Those double golems are just, they're incredible now. Everything they get near completely falls apart.
You have the immolation, of course, as well as the flaming fist chance. And that's 150 extra damage per auto attack if he gets the hit off.
It's huge. That team fight was just ridiculous. Everyone from uWe melted, but then they are a really squishy team. We see these 3 moving down the mid lane now. Nepali, Suze, and Koyak are all really fragile heroes. So They're going to take a lot of damage if they get caught in the middle of a team fight.
Apologies is actually going for the Necro book build, which is really going to help them with the push. But this is the question that we're going to be seeing a lot as this game goes on now. Is HUHU GRAOR going to get the farm they need? And uWe, they've been doing a great job of pushing all game. But when it comes to them finally taking this tier 2 tower, are they ever going to be able to enter the base? I simply don't think they have the farm to enter the base of HUHU.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but if they can siege it for long enough, I mean, they've got the scope to just siege it with treants and a bear for as long as they want.
Fang's going to go down, but he does have reincarnation available. But he could be the death of him again. They're going to try and take this tower fast, and they do manage to do so. Ion getting a last hit on that one. And then Fang is turned to chicken again. Gets spreaded once more by BTKS, and then the disruption coming out from Weasel Muffin. Good disruption, actually. And here comes the boat, and it's a big boat! It's going to hit on two. And BTKS, he's going to go down to Fang if he's not careful. Daxter hooks onto the bed to try and keep himself in range. And now he's going to get sprayed up, but he gets the rocket off and manages to kill off BTKS. And there's Spirit coming out from the Shrek as well. But 1-for-1 exchange, and nice torrent from Pain there. Very random, but still hit.
uWe, they're proving that with the right positioning, they're really strong in a team fight still. They managed to hold all of that off, get a kill, lose a kill as well, but not end up in any kind of disastrous situations.
Oh no, sorry, they didn't get killed, did they? They just got the reincarnation from SK.
Oh yeah, sorry, they did. Still counts.
Yeah, it still counts. It's a massive cooldown for the SK. He's not going to be able to come back up for another 100 seconds. But now he does have the Battle Fury complete as well as he treads. So this is a very farm skeleton kick. He's also level 13.
Yeah, and Daxter getting towards finishing up his pipe now. That will give them a lot of effective hit points when it comes to get up to tanking all those spells.
And this is pretty much how I expected it. If you have a look at the XP graph real quick, it's 15,000 going the way of HUHU. And we can see this if we just look at the hero levels real quick. We've got 14 on Warlock, 13 on SK. In fact, 5 heroes are ahead of all but 1 hero of uWe for HUHU now. The only person keeping up, and he's still quite far behind, is Ion. He doesn't have the Radiance finish just yet. In fact, he's still about 700 gold away from... in fact, is he flying in? Yeah, he does have his Radiance recipe there now on himself. Just going to send a bear to buy something else in the shop, maybe? Yep, TP. I'm
really surprised that they're managing to stay ahead on the gold graph in spite of losing all their towers now, from all their towers up to tier 3.
And that probably has a lot to do with the double Midas.
Yeah, double Midas and a lot of kills in HUHU's favour.
As well, if we look at the actual farm, Steven's got nearly 150 CS on his Warlock, and the closest to that one, of course, is Ion with 95. And of course, Steven has 6 kills and 4 assists, so he's so rich at this point. He's going straight for that in fact, he's nearly got his Refresher Orb. At this point in the game, he nearly has Refresher. As well as Axe. This is 21 minutes into the game right now. Steven with crazy farm at this point.
I think we're going to see, all across competitive Dota, we're going to see Warlock getting a lot more play and probably a lot more bans as a result of these changes.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower.
He's strong as a support, but with farm, he can be deadly.
That's another really strong hero that's really frightening, and Dota's an interesting place at the moment because there's so many heroes that you just don't want to let the other team have.
Steven nearly got sprayed by BTKS, but he lost vision. In fact, there's a smoke coming mid lane. And Apologies is here. He's going to get caught out by Daxter though. The smoke's going to wear off, and they really want to get Steven right now. They do have Weasel Muffin as well as Daxter for support, of course. Rocket's going to go out and reveal them all off, and they're going to back off. They really want to kill this Warlock, who's just popped level 15. If he gets his refresher when he hits level 16, he's going to be so happy.
Oh, double damage on Fang.
He's looking for blood right now. Or just some more farm.
He's not going to find anyone, which is a bit of a shame. Cause, he's got 4 levels in Critical Strike, 4 levels in the Hellfire Blast, Battle Fury and double damage. Could have been a lot of fun to watch.
This might be a good time for HUHU to actually go Roshan as well. But I think they really want to get level 16 on Steven first. If they can get those golems up to level 3, have 4 of them, it's going to be so much damage coming out. The golem's going to have 125 base damage with a chance to hit for another 200. Potential 325 damage. In fact, we see Torrent going on top lane. BTKS, he gets hit by an X-Marks the spot. The Rocket did actually come in from Clockwork as well. And that will be the death of him. We do see the nuke coming out from Warlock. I say the nuke, the very sustained Shadow Word. Daxter, he's going to hook himself into Ion, and the Bear's actually going to be able to hit Daxter here. He gets a lucky entangle as well. But there goes the first set of golems. In fact, he doesn't have his finger, but he's going to pop up evil and slow everybody down on top of this. 3 people going down. Payne getting a double kill. Dax to getting 1 as well. And the disruption going in from Cottle. No soul catcher though. And now with this double golem, they should be able to push this top lane tower. And at the same time, Fang is bottom and he's taking a tier 2. And there's nothing that uWe can do about this at this point.
Run, little bottom tower. Run.
Steven's got enough money for his refresher orb now.
Dire's bottom tower.
And now, of course, it's level 16 as well.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So 2 towers instantly taken, but at the same time, BTKS is in the mid lane. He's got his Necro book level 1. He's got his mechanism complete, and he wants to start pushing into the base.
By the gods, the
Could be
Dire's
time
bottom
up for
tower doesn't
uWe
even
now.
have arms to defend
They had the
itself.
early game,
What a brave tower.
but they're going to have to outmaneuver HUHU if they want to stay in the lead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Remember that this is, if HUHU GRAOR actually take this game, guys, and that's the end of the grand finals, and HUHU are going to be crowned the winners. And at the moment, it's definitely looking that way, but uWe have really got to hold on. But right now, they're running their solo mid as a support. They're actually running 4 supports, essentially, this game. And it's really not working out for them in these team fights.
No, there's no way they can stand up to it in a team fight.
In fact, does Iron not have a bear right now? Oh, that's really unfortunate. Iron actually lost his bear. But now, have we seen Fang?
Yeah,
Sort of
Fang's
called that
just
Ross, so easy.
soloing Roshan.
And he's
Losing
getting
pretty
scary
much
now.
on full health.
In fact, he has his Mjolnir ready. He's going to fly that out to him right now. And with Reincarnation as well as the Aegis the Immortal, of course, he's going to be really hard to bring down. Basically, he's got 3 lives. He's level 16 as well. What can I do? In fact, Iron did have a bear. Where did that bear go? Unfortunately, Iron's not finding the space either. He's level 13 on his Lone Druid and he just doesn't have the levels of gold. He's only got Radiance and normal boots in his bear. And Fang is just sitting in the terror range. And Suze walks up to him, hits him in really melee range, and now Fang's going to try and run away. Torrent's going to come out by Kunkat as well as the boat as well. It's only going to hit on the bear. And Fang is just murdering this bear right now. Look at that bear die. You know, Iron can't do anything. The bear got chain stunned.
The
He's ready
lifesteal
for
he
40
got
seconds.
from hitting that bear was pretty brutal. He's actually losing a lot more damage now he's walked away.
Now he's got that Mjolnir as well.
Tower is all
Daxter
alone.
doesn't find a hook.
Being attacked.
Good try. And here come the Necro units from BTKS. They're going to try and take Fang's first life. But Fang's going to take his own. But that's Reincarnation, and there he has the Aegis. So
Oh, it wasn't the Aegis that popped, it's his Reincarnation.
no, Reincarnation always pops first. In fact, he's going to go on Iron, who switches to range form and runs himself away. And now there go the wards. No ward trap actually landed on Fang, but he's going to try and trap him inside. But remember, Fang still has the Aegis. Great torrent coming out on 2 people there by Kunka. And the boat as well is going to hit on the bear once more. So the bear's going to go down and Fang can kill it. Did get entangled as well. And Payne's actually chasing on Iron now. And Iron is going to get X marked. Bear goes down. Here comes the torrent. And that's going to be left of him. Triple kill coming up from Fang. And now only Suze survives.
There's not much uWe could do there. I mean, Suze played very well to stay on the edges of the fight and get a few blasts off, but ultimately there's a lot of hit points on HUHU's side. So once all of the uWe spells are used up,
Dire's middle tower
they've just kind of got to hang it back and wait.
arms to defend itself.
Yep. Quad golems are there for Stephen as well. He also bought a Shadow Blade.
Now belongs
So he's really looking for that initiation with surprise. Now uWe are trying their best to try and stop this push. Sending out Blast in the mid wave. They have Lashrak here for lightning as well. But Fang's just manning up. He's lost the Aegis. He's lost his Ankh. His Ankh's actually back off cooldown now. And that's the pair of a farmed SK, level 17. 60-second cooldown on Reincarnation.
It has no arms to defend
That's
itself.
quite intimidating at this point in the game. It's going to be pretty hard to kill him twice inside of a minute.
Gold graph now hitting 20,000 on the way of HUHU. And the XP graph is actually 30,000 now. If we have a look at the levels once more. 17 up on the 2 core heroes for HUHU. Whereas uWe, they only have 1 level 13 and the rest are 10 or below. Really starting to fall behind in terms of levels right now.
Yeah, uWe need to catch a break now. If they can catch a lone hero moving up onto the high ground, then they could pick off the kill. At this stage in the game, HUHU losing any heroes means they're going to be out for quite a while. They've got the level advantage, which also means that they're dead for longer. So that's what uWe need to catch.
Mech and Pipe also complete on HUHU now. They have the Piper. Daxter's going for the hook. He does actually manage to hit it on Iron. He's going to trap him in the cogs as well. And then Daxter's going to get turned into a sheep. The boat's going to go on top. and it nearly takes out Iron. In fact, Payne's there. He's going to try and finish him out. And there are the golems. There they are. 4 golems. Just destroy the Nature's Prophet. And Weasel Muffin's going to get the last hit on Suze as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see a GG call now. The Apologies is trying to run himself away. Disruption. On top of Fang. Now Freeze getting to Kings now to take down his tier 3 tower. The wards are there to try and stop the push. Look at the golems just running around.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They're actually taking quite a lot of damage just by hanging around the towers and not actually hitting anything. But now they're starting to hit the barracks. Just the amount of damage there is incredible.
And Ion calls the GG. So HUHU GRAOR and their crazy strategies. Warlock mid, new meta. They're going to take the grand finals of Future Stars. And they're going to win themselves absolutely nothing but a big glory, because that's what we do in UK Dota. Now Fang getting caught out of position. He's actually going to go down, but he's got the anchor again, of course. And the pilot needs to run away.
Oh, this could be it for Fang.
Dire's middle tower is all alone.
There's the upheaval. Look at that slow. Koyak, he just can't run away.
Nothing he could do.
Stephen coming in with the right picks.
Fang buys back immediately.
Tower is under attack.
But look at these Necro units. See, uWe had an interesting strategy, but they just needed a bit more time and gold. They were going to run a double Necro strat. Well, in fact, it could have even been triple if Cottle would have got one as well. But yeah, double Necro strat and just really get into those bases. Same with the Treants as well. But unfortunately, just not managing to get the levels of farm. You see, the 40,000 XP advantage in the end, going away with HUHU GRAOR and 25,000 gold. Such a big just a big advantage from getting all those 30 game kills. They lost 5 towers before they took one of their own, but they just cleaned up every fight. Is that well,
Yeah.
GG guys? I want to just give a big shout out to Maccy. Thank you for joining me, sir.
Oh, thank you very much for having me, man. It's been ace.
Yeah, and shout out to Will as well for organising the tournament. Stay tuned to ukdota.net, because we do have the next tournament coming up will be Epic LAN, which is a week on Saturday. Stay tuned. I'm actually going to be down at Kettering casting that event, so the stream will be live on my channel. If you want to go ahead and follow me, you can do, and you'll get updated on that. And following that, we'll have a 1v1 tournament at the end of this month. So guys, thank you for watching. Big shout out to you all for tuning in, and we shall see you for the next tournament.
Bottom barracks